Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crash Geary, the game where we walk around in circles until the game crashes. It's fantastic. It's been out for 10 fucking years. Woohoo! Man, Onigashima is a dangerous place. Oh, you revived. Oh, God. Oh, God. From the deep blue sea. Fever time. I'll be honest with you guys, I ain't done shit for Fever. It's been so bad since the update. Well, I'll tell you why. Oh, that's a nice stuff. But I'll tell you why it's so bad. You see this guy over here? He's purple. The game was on Vita at one point. Yep. See this guy? It means Purg. It means people are in Onigashima. When people are in Onigashima, it means we're gonna crash. It means shit ain't good. Oh, they got the angel outfit. I forgot that's around now. Oh, did you just crash too? Now that is a nice axe. You ever see such a big axe? Oh my god. And it matches his outfit? Very nice, very nice. Oh, before Purg the update? I don't know. I haven't had that problem until like now. There's Leviathan's here. A lot of NPCs in Onigashima. That staff looks like a sword. Like, it looks so nice. What happened? Where's the harassment? What caused that? Did you guys hear the thing about Twitter today? Where they're gonna try and get rid of the block button? And it's causing so much people to get mad. Oh. You can see everyone? It is a nice axe. Oh, yeah. It was a nice axe. Absolutely. And he was color coordinated. He was ready. Yeah, like there's a thing today like on Twitter where they want to get rid of the blocking button and just have mute. Because like on Twitter, if you block somebody, like it doesn't like, let's say in Onigiri, right? If you go to your blacklist, which is where you block people, you blacklist them, you cannot see what they say to you, right? Like if one of these persons whispers me, it just doesn't work. If one of these people talk, I just don't see it, right? Like I've been in a party chat with people that were on my blacklist for some reason, like a body party, and they were talking to me, like talking. I think it might have been you, Sky, that was in there. It's like, well, and you were like you were talking back to them, and I only saw one half of the conversation. So like, I think on Twitter, if you block someone, you will not see anything they post, you'll not see anything they follow, you'll not see, like you won't see any activity from them. But it also makes it so the person you block can't see any of your activity. And like, I'll watch YouTube videos and some guy will like, he's like, oh, like someone will say some stupid ass shit on Twitter and he'll go look it up and he'll go look and it's like, oh, this person has you blocked. He's like, I don't even know this person. Why did they block me? But it goes two ways on Twitter. So you can't see anything they post and they can't see anything you post. But what I do, I absolutely do. But what if I told you, if you wanted to just get around that and see what the other person was doing, you just log out and type their name in and you can see everything again. Like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, you just make a different account and it's like, oh yeah, I'll just go look. Like, it's like, oh, we have a wall, but you can just fucking walk around it. Oh, okay. Like, so that's the big drama of the day. Me and my friends are all arguing about it. I was at work on my phone, just like stirring up shit. Just like, oh, but what about this? What about this? But it was like, what's all this? What's all this? Because they're like, oh, well, we already have a mute function and a block function. We're just going to use the mute function. It's like, okay. But everyone's like, oh, up in arms about it. Like, I don't know. Nobody's got bigger problems these days. What kind of hack is that? It's not even a hack. Just log out. That is a nice axe. What's in the bazaars? Because, you know, I haven't crashed enough. What's your quick concern? What's report? A redux for 3,000? Damn. Didn't that NPC girl on TikTok get hacked? NPC girl? I don't know who that is. Leaked? 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 NPC? I sorry, but I've never used TikTok once in my life. I've seen the dances, but so tycoons are still selling. You don't want to buy the tycoon. Tempest. You got your first 5-scroll today, Dean? What did you get? What's 5-scrolled? Congratulations. Please don't tell me its name is Sanzo. Ruby Chalcedony for 50? That's a good price. That's a very, very good price. Sky Rendings for 90? Hello? That's min. What? Look at all this stuff for min. A fuse for 156? Wow. What's on this Burai? Probably fucking nothing. Ugh. Oh, Lightning and Spirit. That's not bad. Ifrit! Well, that's not bad. I remember when I first got Ifrit. I ended up getting like 10 copies of Sasuke before I knew she had a 150. Ifrit's a lot of fun. Objectively, Ifrit is like the worst mount, but still having a mount is good. Like, he's only considered the worst because he's compared to the others, but still, having an Ifrit's awesome. Yeah, when Ifrit first came out, like, Ifrit Miyamoto was the best thing ever. Like, we'd go to the islands and yell and explode everything. Like, oh, Ifrit's so fun. Remember, like, you tried to tech in using the tail swing or Rock Blast Brambrit or some shit. Red Brick Brambrock or whatever the fuck it was called. And it was, like, blowing up the room. Like, we were able to run dungeons better. Is bugged since the update for Perk. He can't see people. And he's on the party. He's unable to join parties. I know. Red Brick Bombat. I know he said he's happy for Ifrit, and I went right there. And I apologize for that. But, yeah, Ifrit's, like, fun. It's good time. Ifrit, like, it only goes up from there. Like, the mount experience, it just goes up. But Ifrit's awesome. Like, when Ifrit first came out, I remember, like, we used, like, 5 Ifrits to beat Purple Mephi. Like, it's how we did it. Like, we just threw rocks. Ifrit was like, oh, Mephi? Fucking Ifrit. Oh, there's Lucifer? Ifrit beat Lucifer in 30 seconds. Like, it was the nuttiest shit ever when Ifrit first came out. But still, that's great. Congrats on the Ifrit. What'd you name it? Is that your Ifrit there? Snowball? Snowball? I used Ifrit until I got Leviathan. Like, everyone was using horses, and I'm like, Ifrit. Ifrit's my guy. So you're saying MDes can't see anybody? Well, did, like, MDes go to the settings and, like, you have to click this. Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. Ifrit's great, it's just I don't use it anymore. Yes, Leviathan is the best. So like you should just be go in here and change the display settings to like anything, and characters should show up. The glitch is when you spawn in, the it says 15, but it's actually 0, and then you just change it to something else. Man, Chucky's got a Keiji. It's pretty good. I haven't done anything of this event since it came out. I can see why. Rate the anime Bleach 1 to 10? Bleach is a solid 9. Well, okay, so I enjoy Bleach. I enjoy the lore of Bleach. I love the music of Bleach. I love the powers in Bleach. I love the complexity of Bleach. I love the power systems of Bleach. Now, if we want to say Bleach without the filler, that's way better. Like, Bleach filler honestly holds it back a lot. Like, the same way that Naruto filler held it back before Shippuden and even during Shippuden. But Bleach filler, like, when a Bleach filler happens, it's 40 episodes. It is a whole year of filler. And it doesn't stop. But if you take out, like, 95% of all the filler except for like the beach episodes and like the actual good fights and stuff, definitely 9 out of 10. Like if you watch Bleach, like my friend he never really watched Bleach like fully, and he spent like the whole year watching it. Like this year, that was his thing. He just finally finished all 300 episodes of Bleach. It's really good. Like if you could like streamline, if there was like a Bleach Kai where it was just Bleach, but they got rid of like all the filler, and you just went from like Soul Society to a Rankar arc to Awako Mundo to Karakura Town, like How did he do it? I think it was Disney Plus. Yeah, they're always something completely different. But yeah, for him, it was like he does not like to use third-party streaming, like not really third-party. You got what, Joe? Why did you touch the banner? Why did you touch the Sublime banner? There's 16 fucking Sublimes in there, my guy. What? You said you got everything. What did it cost? But yeah, so for him to watch Bleach, like, he doesn't like using other random sites to watch stuff. He likes using official sources. So because his family already has, like, Disney Plus, he just watched it all on Disney Plus, because they put all of Bleach on Disney Plus. $200 for every Sublime? What? That's insane. That's like 20 rolls. That's like a Sublime every roll. Like, what the fuck? Ichigo versus the third Espada? I think you mean Ulquiorra, who was he was 4, the 4th. Because Ichigo only fights Grimmjow and Ulquiorra of the Espada. I guess they are spoilers. The show's only been out like for like 10 years, if not more. But yeah, like, we're not going into specifics. It's just those fights. And isn't that the truth though? Someone's like, oh, we're going to talk about this game that came out 10 years ago. Oh, I don't want to hear it. I might play that someday. And then you'll go to their retirement home and be like, hey, you ready to talk about? No, I might play it tomorrow. It's like, sir, you're on life support. Listen, I have time. Like, it's just how it is. Like, hey, do you want to hear about the show? It's like, Like, the other day that happened. Like, my friend showing me a bunch of like, what is that, a staff? Hold up. Yamate, come back here. Ma'am. Ma'am? Ma'am? Is that a Dullahan staff? Nice. Yeah, and that's what triggered it. He wanted to watch the Blood War. Yeah. So, Blood War is really, well, it's fucking Blood War. I want to say it's really good. Like, the best part about the Blood War is that it's more Bleach. In my honest opinion. The best part about it is that it's more Bleach. Alright, you're leaving? Alrighty. See yous laters. Thanks for dropping by. I honestly don't know what I'm doing in this stream. Like, I fought Ignis. I crashed 3 times. You're rewatching Soul Eater because of Fire Force? Are they related? Is it like the same author or something? What does Soul Eater have to do with Fire Force? I hate that this event takes energy. I hate it so much. I gotta go look at that other exchange shop because I don't know if it's worth it or not. There's a Vanguard scrap in there. Why do I not? Fire Force is the prequel to Soul. I didn't know that. Why do I not use shadows? Just because I don't not notice it. And if I wasn't a streamer, I wouldn't care. If that makes sense. Because as a streamer who's streaming off the console, when this game crashes as often as it does, it shuts it down. So within reason, the least amount of is that a ball? I can't see anyone wearing it, but that's a thing. That's a inner tube. But like with the least amount of shadows, my game is probably going to run a lot faster. Or more better. More secure. You are invisible. So that's why I have shadows off. Like, it doesn't really take anything away from me because I have all the effects and stuff. But just so that the game runs better. But if I wasn't, like, streaming, yeah, I'd be like, whatever, turn everything to max. I don't care if I crash. Man, this is weird with the foxtails. Oh my god. Whee. Oh, there you are. One time, me and some guys went through a whole dungeon on, like, normal. Like, an event dungeon on normal, and we just went on inner tubes. It took forever. Oh god, my inner tube doesn't float. Yeah, yeah. I think I watched the Gear 5 episode on YouTube. Like, I saw clips of it on Facebook and stuff, and then I watched, like, all of it. Like, I'd read it, like, I want to say, like, 9 months ago. So, like, but I did watch it, yeah. I did actually look up the episode, yeah. There's, like, a second episode of Gear 5, I think, too, now. Or Gear 5th. What was it? Last time I streamed, I was fighting a bird or something, and you said I sounded like him laughing, so I was having fun. It is supposed to be goofy. It's like inspired by Tom and Jerry. Like it's cartoon. It's the ability to like. Well, I can't say what the abilities are. So, but yeah, it's supposed to be goofy. You got a Leviathan with a premium? Nice. Oh, there's a frog in the water. Rain collar frog. The inner tube goes, you spin faster after you jump, funny enough. What am I doing? I'm just chilling. I wanted to go look for the exchange shop. Who's got that? Oh, it's this guy. Okay, so what's here? There's a bunch of swimsuits, float ring, a bunch of hats. Oh man, I should play this event. Energy restores, swords of benediction, loudspeaker. It's an old mount, but they brought it back. It's in the exchange shop. It's the float ring. I want to know why PS5 is like, oh, some people get a whole paragraph to talk or leave a comment, and then other people get like 3 words and it cuts off. Like, I want to know why it does that. It's so inconsistent. What the hell? I got a chat filter. Why can't it just be all messages? Like, come on. It seems like there's nothing left for me to do. Oh, there's tons for me to do. This whole event, like, I haven't done it. I have to do it. Have I watched Jujutsu Kaisen? No. All I know about Jujutsu Kaisen is Owaimo and there's some fingering going on. Hey Dean, what's the best holy weapon I can get at 125 to kill Logos on Hell? Shit. The best holy weapon? Well, that's the White Brilliance. The best holy weapon is the White Brilliance or the Tiamat line of weapons at 125. If you could get your hands on a Lucifer's Judgment Cross from a Lucifer Purge at some point, that move alone on any holy weapon worth its salt would beat the shit out of it. Logos is also weak to Mountain. Rev 3 is also a good option. Yes, I forgot about that. See, as a spear player, the Rev is a rainwater. It's a rain weapon. But yeah, Reverence 3 or Rev 2, Rev 3 would be good options too. Yeah. Considering the power level for Logos, yeah. A Rev 3 would be perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Good call. So the Tiamats, Rev 2, Rev 3. But Logos is also weak to Mountain, so maybe that's a better avenue for you to go down. It's definitely not. Don't use Lightning or Dark, that's for sure. I heard something about that. Yeah, they're making more episodes of old Naruto or something. I know they're making like a story about Minato, but I don't know. Well, isn't that just the truth for every event? Like, yeah. The only events that are like a must are the ones that give us stuff, really. Like the ones that have unique recipes, like the Crystal Mag or the Greed Mag or Yogg stuff. Like, the event has no good mats. Well, you got mag cancellation items, you got band-aids, buttons. You got all this accessory stuff. Yeah, the watermelon one, yeah, it didn't take energy. That's right. You just did it. You got outfit stuff. What else is in here? You got mag powders. You got Vanguard scrap, which is good. What else is in here? Gems. Well, fuck, everything's farmable. What? You did not just say that. farmable. Fuck, everything in the game is farmable. Fox Charm is farmable, but I'm not going to go do it. What would I rate Black Clover? Opening 3 is really good, but I don't know anything about Black Clover. And then there's a bunch of horse drops. There's nothing that we must farm. Yeah. Like, and that... Yeah, exactly. Like, we can get it whenever we want. Like, it comes down to how tedious something is to farm, right? Like, when Mudboat Tanuki drops are there, like Shigarakis, yeah, we can go farm them. They're farmable mats. Just go do it. Yeah, just go farm them. Or, fuck... Was it lunar leaves? You just go farm lunar leaves. Like, no, like no one wants to go do that. It's farmable, it's free, but fuck it. You want to wait for that to show up in an exchange shop. Although the greed mag mats should have been... Oh, they would have been good? I mean, they're kind of there, though, aren't they? Like, not this event, but, I mean, Satan Ignis, you can farm him every day. It's the thing I do every day in the game right now, because those grudges and pinions are hard to come by, unless you've been farming it every Saturday forever, which I don't, but, like, that's really good. I don't know what else is in the Greed Mag recipe. Honest to God, I have a lot of it, but I couldn't tell you. I, like, don't know it at all. I know it takes a mag, but... Horn Sculptures? Really? I think the only time we get Horn Sculptures is, like, Christmas. Like, we'll get that one event with Makami where you get, like, Horn Sculptures and, like, 20 Lunar Spirit Seals. No, it's not. No. Is the Greed Mag? Oh, there it is. Ragaraja. Tycoon, Saiha, Ash Glass, Red Purple, Pale Colored Scales, Embroidered Fuck, it takes cushions? I made this? Oh, God. Cursed Blood, Scorching Furnace. I mean, for the first part of the mag, the hardest drop to get is literally Embroidered Cushion. Like, looking at this, it's Embroidered Cushion. That is the hardest thing to get, and that's just Yakumo. But then the part 2, what's in there? Grudge, Pinion, yeah. Onigiri should get a crossover with anything. Demon Slayer would be really good, because that's literally what we are playing, is Demon Slayer. We are playing Onigiri, Demon Slash. Brain of Chaos, Thief of Eternal Night, Horn Sculpture. Yeah, Horn Sculpture is one of them. Seedlings Calamity, Yokai Warfan, Daruma Whiskey. Warfans are probably the hardest thing to get on here, maybe? It's a lot of Tempest drops, to be honest. Seedlings, Horn Sculptures, Thief of Eternal Night. But I mean, those are all Tempest drops, like, people should have been picking them up from events anyway. Well, I mean, we don't really use Tempest anymore, so they're not that important. Like, you don't think of it. Like, I think events should have Kursek drops. I think they should still have Dullahan drops. Like, every event should have Shigaraki. Every event should have Lunar Leaves and Wandering Spirits. Like, the last event, I think it had Wandering Spirits. I don't know. I personally don't find the Greed Mag that difficult to look at. Did anyone make the Ice 130? Yeah, some people did. I never did. What's it called? Crystal Magatama? I was supposed to make that and I just never did. Every event should have all... But then how do you define current? Like... Because people that already have the current thing, they're... Like, they have to, like... Like, I agree that events should have relevant drops. Absolutely. Events, like, they shouldn't just have fucking maple leaves and that other shit. But every event should revolve around a pool of current drops. Like, for the longest time, like, if an event had Marrows, we're like, oh my god, Redux drops. If an event has Shigaraki's, it's like, oh, Dullahan drops. Like, every event should have something. I agree. I agree with you on that. That every event should touch on something that is appealing to every player level. Like, Tiamat drops when we were dealing with Blitz for a while, those were like godsend. You know, but yeah, it shouldn't just be like random shit. Like, it should be Shigaraki's, it should be Kursek drops, it should be things related to other things, or Greed Mag as well. It does take a Twins Tempest. What kind of mag is it? The Crystal Mag. Is it a... Frozen Heart, yeah, but what type is it? With my other Spear Mags? It's a Spear Mag? Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a Spear Mag. Sorry. I thought it was a universal mag. I was like, Spear? It's a Spear mag? Like, I got excited. I'm like, I didn't know it was a toughness mag. Well. No, it's a Spear mag. I forgot that we had to pick out the recipe. Oh my god. That was what, last Christmas? Oh. Okay, yeah, there it is. Alright. So what does it do? Basic combo 50%. If fucking a magnifying glass was needed, like, yes, please. What's the difference between Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact? Honkai Impact came out a long time ago, and it's okay. So Honkai Impact is an action slasher game. Honkai Star Rail is a turn-based RPG, and Genshin Impact is an exploration game with mild combat. Okay, so if your HP is 90% or more, you gain 15% attack. Nice. It gives you 150... I have to really sit up for this. I cannot read this to save my life. 150 skill force for your weapon. If your HP is over 80, you get another 30 skill force. And then you get... If it's over 70, you get more skill force. So you're looking at a fuck ton of skill force here. If ice element is 230 or more, you'll gain more skill force. You're getting like 250 skill force on this mag. It's insane. It gives you attack speed. If your HP is over 80, you get more attack speed. If your HP is under 20, you gain attack speed again. Fuck's sakes, I can't read this. If ice element 230 or more, gain 5 attack speed. If ice element 230 or more, you get a bonus damage multiplier for ice at a rate of 20%. Damage cap time exceeded. Critical force plus 30. Ice 70. Negative 70 lightning. 20 poison element. 50 pierce or slice or impact, whatever you're using based on your weapon. Negative impact. and then weapon durability 80% more susceptible, and then negative 15% defenses. That's an ouch. So the crystal mag, you have to have a lot of ice for it. It does pair well with reduxes or other ice mags like Frozen Hell, to be honest. Frozen Hell. Frozen Hell mags would be really good. Yeah, I do too. I wish all the main dungeons had laps. Like, they should focus on that. Absolutely, Dean. Yeah, like, ideally, the best way to use the crystal mag would be to have the crystal mag, a purg mag, depending, yeah. Like, but is there an ice? Oh, I thought you were just talking about ice. Hey, Nightwing, how you doing? Nightwingful. Like, ideally, you'd want to have, like, a Chiami with, like, 60 ice on it. So if you had, like, the crystal mag, because in my opinion, if you don't have 230 ice with the crystal mag, you don't even use it. Like, don't. Because that's the whole point, is to get that extra multiplier. So you have to hit 230 ice. So if you have the crystal mag, let's say you have 2 crystal mags because you're a Giga Chad, and you have 140 ice right there. That's without ornamentation. It's 45 chakras, so that is actually very manageable. And then, so you're looking at 90 chakra base. And then you put on like a Chiami with ornamented with like 50 plus to 60 ice with like crosswise or maze or whatever you want to call it. Maze, I think. So you'd be looking at, like right there, if you had 70, 70, 60, you're looking at 140, 200, and 200. You're looking at 200 ice right there. And then if you have any weapon, or any ice weapon, you're over the 230 threshold. So then in the last slot, you just need something with like 30 ice. Which is kind of hard to come by depending on the mag. But yeah, because you could wear the 2 crystal mags, and if you're really on the ball and you have a lot of resets, you could just take your crystal mags and ornament them with maze. And if you get like 30 ice on each of them, like one ornamentation of maze, like let's say maze, you get like 30 ice on both of them, you'd be wild. And then you just do like either Lion Skull or just a whole bunch of Lion Skull gives you crit, so you could get 20 crit off both. Crystal Mag with 2 Frozen Hells and a Lychee. You could do the Lychee. I'm just thinking like 2 Crystal Mags, and then you get 2 of the multipliers. You get that, like that's the main draw. Like if you were going to have a build with the Crystal Mag, you'd want 2, because then you'd get 2 ice damage multipliers, because it would be like it would be for a pure ice build. So if you had 2 of those and then a Chiami, because you have to stay high health to get that attack bonus. So like bam, 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 2 crystals, a Chiami, and then whatever 4th mag you have to solidify the build, or maybe you have a Makami accessory or something on your side. It's pretty flexible. But yeah, I definitely do remember Naruto Clash of Ninja, Gekito Ninja Taisen Full. Absolutely. I love those games. Like I will always cherish the Clash of Ninja Naruto games. They are, to me, they are the best, one of the best games I ever played in my life. This was my favorite game as a kid. Like, I love that game, man. Like that engine, that series, that like a year doesn't go by that I don't think, man, I wish we could have like an updated Clash of Ninja with all the characters. Yeah, if you played as just Akamaru, it was broken because he couldn't special him. He was just a dog. He was banned. Mag gives no cooldown. Yeah, that's true too. Like, you could ornament them cooldown. Yeah, him and Crow, yeah, Kurosu. Boruto's, that's right too, Boruto. Oh. Have I started playing Tower of Fantasy yet? No, I haven't. I downloaded Tower, um, but I haven't had a chance to really look at it yet. Yeah, like Naruto, the next storm actually looks really good. It's called Connections. Apparently they have a made-up storyline in the Naruto game where like Hokage Naruto is going to be the villain. He's going to start a new war or something. So it's a really interesting like homebrew story they're doing for the game, and that's exciting. Like I think that's exactly what Naruto needs is like, and that's what makes the best games when they take the engine and you play not the engine but the lore and the world, and you just do what you can with it without having to deal with like the power creep of every villain must be better than the last. The One Piece game, I wanted to play that game so much. I played like 5 minutes of that game. One Piece Odyssey, yeah. I know I'm gonna love that game. I know it's gonna be great. I played it for maybe like half an hour one day. Because I have that problem to me where I'll get something I really want to do or something I really want to play, and I don't touch it right away. Like I'm like, oh, I want to, and then I'm just like, it's not time. Like it's just not time. And then eventually it will be time, and it's just go, 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 go. Because like One Piece Odyssey came out at the exact same time as Labyrinth of Refrain, or not, or Covenant, Labyrinth of Galeria, and I know that I love the Labyrinth games a lot, and I like One Piece a lot, but I knew I would love Labyrinth of Galeria, and I played Labyrinth of Galeria for 150 hours in the next 3 weeks, and it was just like I had to choose, and I'm just like Labyrinth of Galeria, go. I was bringing my Switch to work, like it was just go time. I still haven't beaten Labyrinth of Galeria either. Hey, Star. Yeah, the update introduced Tencho Purg, a Sublime banner of 16 Sublimes, and they brought back the mags that give you Lion Skull and the cooldown, but it's a 16 Sublime and mag lineup, so that's just not advisable. It's just, I wouldn't touch it with a 15-foot peach white spear. But I do want to play One Piece Odyssey. I do. Right now, though, I feel like I only get like 1 day a week to play video games. That's how I feel. And that's like the working man. Like I know I'm playing a video game right now, obviously. But like this is like after work. Like I get up, I go to work, I go home. You know, I log into my daily games and then maybe play something else and then go to bed and start the trial anew. And then I started having like phone games, but then we kind of beat those games. I was playing Idle Hunters for a long time, and our guild was the best guild in the whole world of English-speaking people, and we won all the guild wars every time. And now I feel like I beat the game, and I'm like, well, I don't like. It's just we did it. We beat the game, and the devs are just like, you can make your characters more powerful by spending 700. How about you shut up? It's just like, go away with you devs. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but it's just like there's other things I need to do or want to do or should do. And it's almost like a game you kind of just need like a week off to play it or something, or to start. That's at least how I feel anyway. You had 2 videos playing and you thought I was on a Discord call? Oh yeah. But no, I do remember Clash of Ninja. I love it. Like I wished like I think it was Tomy and Aiding Takara Tomy that made that game. And I wish that engine was still around. Like you know how like Storm is like Namco Bandai's like engine, and they just take like the Storm engine and use it to like make the My Hero Arena Fighter, and then they're making the Jujutsu Kaisen Arena Fighter. Like it's the same engine, like it's the same style of game, and it's just reiterated with different characters and universes and stuff over and over. Like, I wish we had that, but for Clash of Ninja. Like, I would love just games to come out that are like Clash of Ninja, like the exact same system. The game was so good. It was so fun. Like, I think 2-3 months ago I was at my friend's house, and his computer has like an emulator for like all the Nintendo stuff. Like, he's got like Dolphin and all that. And we booted up Clash of Ninja 4. It was like this translated mod. I was like, oh my god. And we played like survival. And I was still good. Like, I was carrying, like, I picked like Curse Seal 2 Sasuke, and he picked Zabuza. We were doing like co-op survival. What was the last fighting game that had co-op survival? Like, it was so fun. Like, I can still hear all the buttons and the pongs and the whoa. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. Like, oh fuck, man. I could just, oh man, it was so good. Yeah, they did. Absolutely, they did water the game. They like, Ultimate Ninja was really fun. Ultimate Ninja 3. I remember my friend was able to like download like the Japanese version of Ultimate Ninja 3 onto his PSP and like put it onto his PS2, and we were able to play Ultimate Ninja 3 like when Ultimate Ninja 2 was coming out in North America. And it was the hypest game. I remember watching trailers on YouTube every day as a 12-year-old kid. I would watch the same trailer every day for Ultimate Ninja 3, which was Naruto Hero 3 back then. And that game was like, we didn't know at the time like what the Sound 4 were. We saw these transformations for Naruto and Sasuke and the Cursed Seals and Butterfly Choji and all this cool stuff. I'm like, what is all that? I was watching that every day. I would watch the same. I would wake up, like, I remember it would be summer vacation. I'd wake up, the computer was in the back room, like behind me where I am now, and I would go on there and I would watch the video of the Naruto trailer, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'd watch it every day, and then I'd go play Dragon Quest 8, and life was good. Oh my god. And then I'd watch some anime or something on the internet. But like, I remember, oh man, that was such a good summer. I remember every day was beautiful, sunny, warm. We had a pool. I'd go out, swim, like maybe 2-3 hours every day. And I had my GameCube, and I had my emulator, or not emulator, but I had the adapter to play Game Boy games. And I'd be playing Metabots on my GameCube, man. Oh, those were the days. We had Smash Bros. Melee, we had Mario Kart Double Dash, we had PS2, we had Budokai 3. Oh my god, you guys. Oh, you're sending me down memory lane. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Demon Slayer. Yeah, Demon Slayer is like, it plays just like Storm. Like the Storm games of Demon Slayer. Like, it's all very, very, very like formulaic. It's the same engine. The Clash of Ninja tag combos were so good. Absolutely, man. And you know, I got into doing YouTube back then because of Clash of Ninja 4. Like, I saw people making the 3-man cell combos. There was this guy, he was like my like YouTube idol at the time, because he made all these combo videos, and I was like, oh my god, I loved it. I gushed over it. I was watching, I was like studying it, I was absorbing, I was living it without having it. And it was so cool. And then he finally did this video where he's like, okay, I'm done making videos. And then he ended it with some big splash screen that said peace. And ever since that day, I hate when people say peace. I say peace because that was like one of my favorite YouTubers quitting, and I fucking hate it. I still hate it when people end like a thing with peace. I get mad because I'm like, no, why did you stop? You were so good. So then I got the game. Finally, my mom ordered it for me online because I had to get that in an action replay. Like I did all the knowledge, all the studying. Don't say that. No peace. No. And then I finally got it, and I was making combos. I had a book. I had a book of every combo, 3-man cell combo I made and created and worked on, and I just did it. I made like, they had like 3 combo videos, and I still have the music on my iPod, on my iTunes from like their videos. I learned about the Gazette. They had this one song in one of the combo videos. It was something from the Gazette, and I was like, oh my god, this song's so good. And funny enough, I'm going a lot of tangents here, but I remember at Christmas, my cousin Chris was over, and we had just gotten an Alexa. My dad had gotten an Alexa for Christmas, and basically we just used it to like ask it to play music videos or songs for us. And I was just testing it, and it played the Pokemon opening theme song, Alexa did, but Alexa also played the Gazette. And I'm like, how the fuck does it know about this Japanese band that I just spoke in like Canadian English? Like, what the fuck? But it played it, and I was like, holy shit. So like, it's still with me. But yeah, so that guy, I can't remember his YouTube name, but he had made like 3 or 4 combo videos, and they were all like decently length. But then it became my turn. I made like 8 or 9 combo videos, and I was just going and going and going. I remember I played it every single day in that summer, and I was training too. Like I would have to go on this like kilometer run every day, and then go home and do that and play, and I would just do it. I did it so much that I remember going to sleep, and I dreamt that I was playing Clash Ninja 4, and I remember I did a combo in my dream, and I woke up, I went over to the GameCube, and I did the combo. Like I did it in my dream, and I did the exact same combo. It was a new combo, and I did it, and I was like, oh man, it was like one of the best feelings. And that was the same summer I got a kitten. We found a kitten underneath a tree in our front yard. It was raining. We heard this meow, meow, meow. There's this little orange kitten outside, and we brought him inside. And I still remember I was in the middle of doing my combos. We had this little kitten, and my parents had to go to work, so I was home alone with the cat. And the kitten, I remember he clawed his way up my back, and he got on my shoulder. And he's watching me play Clash of Ninja 4, and I'm making all these combos and stuff. And I remember him just sitting on my shoulder watching me play, and then he starts to fall, so I just put him in between my legs. But he was watching me play like the whole time. He would like, I'd put the controller down, and he's put his head on the little in between the GameCube joypads or whatever, and you just like, he was so fucking small. He could fit in my hand. Poor little guy. Oh, it was awesome. Such an awesome time. Like, it was such a momentous summer. So, and then we tried to find the owner of the cat, but we couldn't find them. So we ended up keeping the cat. I didn't want to give him a name when we had him. Like, I didn't want to give him a name. So I just ended up calling him Kitty. Like Kiddy instead of Kitty. I just kept calling him Kitty. And it just stuck. His name was Kitty. And we kept him, and we had him for a good year, and then he died due to like a disease or something. But it was still, I still remember that. It was such a good time. Oh yeah, it's absolutely. Well, when you crash 3 times, and you run out of energy, what are you supposed to do? Like, that's the lesson. Oh no, you ran out of energy. Option A, restore. B, change games. 3, log in and just talk about your life. I have pictures. I do have pictures of him. There's a picture of him upstairs. We didn't have many pictures of him, to be honest. I can try to find one later. I think it's on my laptop. They're somewhere. Little orange guy. So I missed out a lot of comments here. I apologize, but I was on memory lane. How many times did you type? Not gonna lie, you're in love with Storm 4. But I do appreciate you putting it back and back. No, Leo was gray and Kitty was orange. No, you love Storm 4 and the Storm series, but the Demon Slayer game mechanics were just amazing. Like the breathing was so fire, and the way you can control your character, canceling out of any move. Canceling out of any move is kind of OP. Like now I did play Whose Kitten is Black? I don't know. Maybe my grandmother's? I've never had a black cat. Yeah, he was gray. Yeah. Like I remember playing Storm a lot. Like on my Facebook, I made a post. Like I don't do many Facebook posts, but I did a post because I think it was Storm 3. I loved Storm 3. Storm 3 was the best. I think 3s are the best of any game. Like 3s are just the best. They are. Storm 3 is the fucking best. Yes, absolutely. Like 3s are always like Storm 2 was great, but the substitution meter being like fucking infinite and chakra dependent was cancer. Was so cancer. And but Storm 3 had the substitution meter, I'm pretty sure. But Storm 3 was so good. It added so many characters. It was just so good and fun. And in Storm 3, I ended up playing survival modes for some reason. I end up playing survival modes in games like unreally. Like in Storm 3 I had my survival count go to like 375. Like I could have gone forever, but I just didn't want to. Like I remember like I had the AI completely fucking destroyed in Storm 3. Like I would play Fu, and if you use Fu's tilt, the AI didn't know how to stop Fu's tilt because it was a disjointed hitbox that put debuffs on the enemy, and you would use that, and then you would like there was a combo, like Fu had a combo where you could combo right into the ultimate like every time, and then after the combo, you could throw one of your special kunais to lower their defense again or poison them or something. And it was just, I had survived like 375 battles or something like that. Like, it just went forever. Like, it could have went forever and I just stopped. Nightwing, what game we talking? Are we talking about Naruto? Or are we talking about Onigiri? What are we talking about? I have a lot of favorite characters, but I need to know where. But then at the same time, in Clash of Ninja Revolution 3, which was my biggest Naruto game outside of Clash Ninja 4, because I played that one online all the time. Naruto, okay. But in Clash of Ninja 3, I also, I think, have the record for survival. And I showed a video of it. Like, I had beaten the AI. Like, I just knew how to beat them. I had a survival victory rate in Clash of Ninja Revolution 3 of, and I did it ironically, of 666 wins in a row. I could have kept going, but I stopped it. 666 wins as Shino. Of all people. Shino, if you drop the bugs, like there was a certain combo where you go like BBA with Shino, and it would just drop, the bugs would hit the opponent and it would steal their chakra, and you could literally just chakra drain the opponent, and you would like punch, it would be like punch, and then drop the bugs, and then the AI would get this period where it could attack, but it couldn't see the bugs on the ground, so it would attack you, and then it would hit the bugs, and then you would just combo it infinitely. And I did that 666 times. I streamed, like, not streamed, but I recorded, because back then we had DVD recorders, not streaming. And I had done that 666 times and purposely lost at the end. What's up? So, oh yeah, my favorite character in Naruto. My favorite Naruto characters. Yeah, I think he did, yeah. Because he said he got bored at work. He might have used some. I know he's been experimenting with another one to make GIFs. Like, because you've probably seen some of those AI dancing videos or GIFs or whatever. I know he's been playing around with that one, but I think he was just making a picture. He might have used Novel AI for it. Or maybe he did something else. It's possible. I'm not sure. He might have also refined it. I don't usually refine stuff. You remember, I never played Ratchet and Clank or Jak and Daxter. I was very, very late to the PlayStation 2. I wasn't really a Sony boy. Like, I played Spyro as a kid, Crash Bandicoot, Ninja Gaiden on the demo disc, if you know what I'm talking about. A little bit of Parappa. But mostly Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. I remember I rented a PS2 one time. And, like, I was in, like, Toronto with my uncle, and we rented a PS2 for the week, because I was staying there for a week. So I had, like, a PS2, and I rented, like, Crash 2 or something. I had to collect crystals. It was a Crash Bandicoot game. I remember in the demo disc for Spyro, it was like, oh, we need to find the balloonist. And I could never get past that, but I just kept running around and playing Spyro. That was the worst. I imagine they only get better from there, but I enjoyed that Ninja Gaiden game. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was honestly one of the best PS1 games. Absolutely. Or maybe it was PS2. But Twisted Metal, I think it was PS1. Twisted Metal was so good. So I'm still trying to think about favorite Naruto characters. Like, I'm looking around my room right now and I see like Naruto stuff, because I always have Naruto stuff around. So favorite Naruto character. Man, that's like the best question. Like, man, this is great. Fuck, who's in Naruto? There's always someone I would use. I would always use them, like, all the time. Like, well, Hidan's cool. I wouldn't say he's my favorite. Like, if I had to pick a favorite, that fight is in your recommendation page. Nice. If I had to pick like a favorite Akatsuki, it's Kisame without a doubt, or Kisame. Kisame. Yeah, it's Kisame. I always loved using him in the video games. I use him in the games all the time. Like, I always tend to pick him. But I do like favorite Akatsuki, just to narrow it down, because there's a lot of characters in Naruto, but Kisame is like my favorite. Yeah, Kabuto. My favorite Naruto character. I'm thinking to myself, like, is it Neji? Like, I always use Neji. And, like, I'm thinking about it now, I always use Neji. Clash Ninja, I always use Neji. Neji was, like, my best guy. Neji, I always went to Neji. Neji. Fuck. Neji might be my favorite. I don't know if I have like a favorite Naruto character. I remember when I was like 12, I remember Sakura was like my waifu for like a couple months, and then it was Tamari, and then it was Tsunade. Like, but trying to think, my favorite Naruto character. It's a hard question. Like, I like Kisame. I like Neji. Give you a sec. Okay. What's this? What is this? Oh, my favorite character demo. Oh my god. I did a talk video in Clash Ninja 2. Oh my god. 14 years ago. Damn. Oh yeah. Is that me?
But anyway, back to the main subject. Today I'm gonna make a
Oh my god. I can't even listen. Who's my favorite character? Is it Baki?
So I'm gonna use them to like the best I can, whatever. Well, that's done.
That's an old video of me. Yeah, and I only got Clash Ninja Revolution 2 to play as Baki. I loved Baki back in the day. Baki was a character, exclusive character we didn't have. Yeah, Baki was OP. Baki was so cool. Baki was awesome. For sure. I did for a bit. Yeah, there are 2 more parts here. Edo Madara, DSM, Kakashi, Edo Hashirama, Minato, Danzo, top 5. Sakura is your favorite female character? Nice. My favorite female character is Rias Gremory. Of anything. For sure. I think in the Storm games, my most used characters in Storm was the Masked Man. Like, that character, Masked Man, that was my main. I remember I was playing one time on my friend had Storm 3, I think, or Storm 4, one of the two, on his Xbox, and I went over and I'm like, can I play online? He's like, yeah, sure. I never do. I'm like, okay. And I was playing as the Masked Man online. Yeah, I think it was 4 because you had like the two, your abilities would be mapped to like L1 and R1 when you go into like Awakening mode. You had like extra attacks, I think. And I was playing against some like guys like young, resurrected Itachi or something. And I was so good at using like Kamui and not getting hit that the guy just stopped playing. He put his controller down to send me and send my friend an angry Xbox gamer message of like, he's like, fuck it, it ain't worth it. No, I mean the Masked Man. I do though, but yeah, in Storm he's just referred to as Masked Man. Like that iteration of the character, that was my favorite, because that character's ultimate would beat everyone's ultimate. Oh yeah, Itachi's amazing. In Storm 4, I actually played a pro player once. He played Oni, and I talked to him, and he was a caster for the game, like when they had Storm 4 tournaments and stuff. He was a voice caster, like the commentator, and we played, and I almost beat him. And I owe my best, like, if I need to win character in Storm is like Shippuden Sasuke 1. Like the one with Kirin. That Sasuke, that was my best one. Because I would just have any assist that could combo the enemy and I just drop Kirin. Because Kirin was the best. Kirin is just, it was the best. Like with the Thunderclap. Like my friends, if I say with the Thunderclap, they know. Because we played Storm and they died to the Thunderclap. Like my friend brought it up the other day. Like we were playing a game and they mentioned the word Thunderclap and my friend's like, oh god. Like he's just like, oh, the Thunderclap. Yeah, Karen Sasuke. Oh man, that was the best. Um, yeah, Itachi's super good. Itachi as a character is just phenomenal. Do I remember 9 years ago I made a slideshow of anime girls? Yes. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I made a slideshow of anime girls 9 years ago. I remember that, yeah. I think I did just to see. I think I did that just to test the algorithm. Like, if I just made a video of just, like, anime girls and, like, would I just get, like, a bajillion views? Yeah. Yeah. You need a, like. I think I did that. How would I find it? Randan Destroyers. Anime girls. That's an anime box. Maybe it's a slide. Maybe I look up slideshow. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. So, Shinobi Strikers just celebrated its like 5-year anniversary, and I'm like, what? Like they put out a post saying, "Oh, we're so happy for 5 years," and I'm like, people were playing this happily for 5 years. You found it? How'd you find it? I can't find it. Oh, there's my Klee video 2 years ago. Hideyoshi Toa and Jomi Ihoni Delicious. There it is. Slideshow of pretty anime pictures from to interwebs. Yeah, 9 years ago. 2,000 views. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Oh my god, I remember this. Did I have music on this? Oh, I know that song. That's Foxy Battle. I need to download the song again. Oh no, do not start with me on that. Oh my god, did you just bring up that game? I like that we're talking about this stuff. This is fun. 2014? Yeah. 2014? Damn, that's like 2 years before Oni. Okay. Alright. Okay, I agree. So, like, yeah, if Xenoverse 2 is totally better than Shinobi Strikers, absolutely. So, I actually I cannot stand Xenoverse 2. I thought Xenoverse 1 was phenomenal. I loved Xenoverse 1. But Xenoverse 2 it wasn't the same thing. I did not really enjoy Xenoverse 2. Like, I know my friend played it all the time, and like I just did not care. It does, yeah. Whenever they had something new. Yeah, well, Tenkaichi 4, like Budokai 4. No, is Budokai Tenkaichi 4? When Tenkaichi 4 comes out, and it's actually as good. Oh my god! Like Tenkaichi 4, that's gonna be the best. The best. This is the best pick. Oh my goodness. You're about to buy the new Goat Simulator because you remember it was on PS3? There's a new Goat Simulator? Like Tenkaichi 4, I hope it's really, really good. Did you know they're adding DLC to Pirate Warriors 4? Like they're adding Gear 5 and like something else. Like they're adding like a couple things. I can like it's like really cool. But I don't know if they're adding any like story or nothing. But oh, they made it offline now. Oh, okay. That's wild. Ah, dang. Yeah, that I had to like get something again too. I remember that. Am I looking forward to playing Spider-Man 2 in October? No? Goat Simulator was better than a lot of things were better than Shinobi Striker. But no, I've never been too big into the Spider-Man games. They're beautiful, like they're really good to look at, like they're cool. But those pre PS5, yeah, pre PS5, yeah. Took me forever. Even at work today, I was telling someone at work was like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy the new Xbox today," like my supervisor. I'm like, "I remember I bought the Xbox out of pity, or out of spite." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I tried to get a PS5 like every day for like all of 2020, and I couldn't." And then my friend's like, "Oh yeah, the Xbox Series X is on sale. It's on the Best Buy shop." And I'm like, "If it's there and it stays in my cart, I'll buy it out of spite." And it was, and I bought an Xbox because I couldn't get a PS5. So I bought an Xbox out of spite. I had a lot of fun with that Xbox that year, actually. Astria Ascending came out, and I loved that game. That game was so good. I saw it at Walmart the other day for 20 bucks. I almost bought it. Like, I already have it. I almost bought it just because it was there. That was so good. It was such a good RPG. Oh man, I was like, what is this? I'm like, oh, this is great. It's one of those games I just played it and played it and played it. Oh man. So good. So good. So good. Like a good RPG just comes out of nowhere and just it was just the right time. Absolutely. What time is it? Holy shit, boys. It's fucking 3:30 in the morning. Startini is here. Oh, you been playing Black Ops 2? I mean, a lot of people have been wanting to play Call of Duties. Like, I was watching a video or something the other day, and the guy was like, "Did you know that Xbox is gonna have all the old Call of Duties?" And the guy was like, "Really? Wow, One Punch Man is better." That's right, there was the One Punch Man game too, but that was an actual like fighting game. Like, what I would want if like I could have like a wish fulfillment for like a game, it would be like it would be called Clash of Oni. And instead of Clash of Ninja, it's just Onigiri Vanguards fighting in the Clash of Ninja way. And you have 3-man cell teams or even 2-man teams. And it's a... Oh man, that would be the best. The Clash of Ninja system, but with Onigiri characters. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. Like all the Vanguards in a fighting game. Like, I think Warframe's trying to do that. I think League of Legends is trying to do that. You know, oh, the one with the slideshow? Probably because you wouldn't thought the thumbnail was part of it. Like, I would love to have a Clash of Ninja game, but it's like Onigiri characters. Vanguards. Oh man. That would be so fun. Yeah, like mods, but like that would be such a like passion project. You'd be better off making something new. Oh, that was in high school. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I remember that guy. I don't remember him. I remember him. I think that was the backwards video. Yeah. We had to do that. Yeah, that's the backwards. I remember that school. Oh my god. Junko the Pirate. You changed your name just for that. Junko. That's funny. It is getting late though. It's about almost 3:30. I do gotta go to bed. I'm tired. My left eye is like crying. I'm so tired. I worked all day. First they bought Activision and now they bought Bethesda. I was the cameraman most of the time. Yeah, I was. Yeah, they had COD for 10 years. That's right. Well, my throat's getting really dry. I felt kind of sick this morning. Like I had like this I had like this kind of like sinusy headache or something in the morning. Then it kind of went away. Now it's kind of coming back. I was the tallest? How tall am I? I am 6 foot tall. Or 180 centimeters. I think it's 180. I could be wrong. It's a bit more than that. Yeah, like 183 centimeters. Dragon Ball FighterZ was a good game, yeah. Dragon Ball FighterZ was good. Yeah. The worst game I ever played. Oh, we're the same height? Right on. The worst game I ever played that I thought I was gonna like, that I pre-ordered, was Dragon Ball Ultimate Tenkaichi. No, worse than Jump Force. I enjoyed Jump Force. No, Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Tenkaichi is the worst fucking anime game, like Dragon Ball, like anything. The worst game I ever played. And I remember calling them, like the store, like, oh, did you guys get this in? Did you guys get this in? Like, and they did, and I went right after university to go get it. And fucking, I played it. It was the worst game ever. It sucks. So I brought it back. I didn't care what GameStop, it was EB Games back then. I didn't care what they gave me for it. I'm like, I said, I'm returning this. This game is awful. It is horrible. It is the worst. The worst. Like, Dragon Ball Sagas is better than that. It is the worst. Aren't you like 5'2" or something? I think you told me you were 5'2". Exactly. It was a rock, paper. You know exactly what I'm talking. Yes. It was awful. It was awful. What? I'm going to look up the rating for that. You just giving me a second wind by how mad I am. Fuck, man. That game sucked ass. Ultimate. And they called it Ultimate Tenkaichi. So you thought it was like Tenkaichi. 163? 17 centimeters. Oh, okay. Well, what's that? 163. Oh, 5'4". I think my mom's 5'4". It's not that bad. It's not that different. Ultimate Tenkai. Oh my god, there's that fucking game. It was developed by Spike? There's no way. There's a video in 2002 or 2022. This guy called Retro Rebooted, and it's like, I guess the title is "Was It Really That Bad?" or something. Yeah, fuck, I can't wait to see these comments. Buying this game without knowing anything about it beforehand, other than it having Tenkaichi in the name, felt like the ultimate betrayal as a kid. Yes, that's the top comment. Never forget they had you fight Giant Metal Cooler when Cooler wasn't even in the damn game. Oh my god. It's the first game I did not want. Yeah. Man, that game was ass. There's another video, is it the worst Dragon Ball game ever? So fucking bad, man. Oh my, what? 5 stars? It's not 5 stars. The fuck? $7.5 out of 10. IGN. I need to read this review. Sorry if I'm ignoring chat, but like, holy Christ. Who said this was a, they gave it a what? 7.5 out of 10. Richard George, you're retarded. What? There's no way. What? No, man, I mean, what? What? Oh. He's praising it for its fucking graphics. The game played like shit. It did not capture the spirit and speed. You're paid off. You won't see Street Fighter. Fuck me. Oh my god, I'm mad. If I had a blood pressure, it'd be over 9,000. I can't look at that anymore. I can't. Oh my god. Oh man. And the thing is, graphics get updated after time, man. Like, someone's selling it for 300. God damn. But like, that's the thing. Like, graphics are only good for the time in which you have them. Like, it's the core gameplay that's good later. Like, the best graphical game you had on like Xbox 360 at the time nowadays does not hold up visually. Like, if you go back to the beautiful cutscenes and gameplay of like Halo 3 and you look at Halo 3 now, it's like not as crisp as like Infinite or Halo 4. And even Halo 4, you compare that to Infinite, like, it's just, the games, like, they look better in your memory. Like, graphics only go so far. I did not watch the Kenshin reboot, no. Like, it's the gameplay that will carry it on, not the graphics. I made these. What are these? Oh. Like it's graphics and gameplay that are truly remembered. Like you can take a game and continuously like up to date its graphics and it will play the same and it'll be good. But if you have a game that only looks good but the gameplay is shit, you can make it look better but it's still going to be bad. Like that's why there are games that like that's why like Skyrim, if it gets like a texture mod, it's like still phenomenal because it plays great. It just needs more graphics, more graphics. Like that's literally it. Once the core gameplay is done, like that's why like Street Fighter 2 plays the same as Street Fighter 6 or 7 or whatever they're at now, but it just looks better, but it's still fundamentally the same thing. It's still like down kick punch medium Hadoken Shoryuken, like it's still the same song and dance. It just looks better now at its core. Absolutely. Same thing with like Mario Kart. It just keeps looking better, but it plays the same. That's what we want. We want more of the same. Just make it look better. Absolutely. Your brother has Budokai HD and Raging Blast 3 PS3? Or Raging Blast? Raging Blast was fun. Honestly, Raging Blast 1 was really fun. Xenoverse 1 was really fun. Raging Blast 2 had like so many frame drop issues that we couldn't even play it. Budokai 2, I remember like I had Budokai 1 and 2 on GameCube, and then Budokai 3 only came out on PS2, so I had to get a PS2 for Budokai 3. I loved Budokai 3. Budokai 3 was so good. Such a good game. I love the Budokais, man. Like, Tenkaichi was good. I loved, like, it was fun to play, but, like, Budokai is just, oh, the music in Budokai was so, even though it was, like, pirated or stolen or heavily inspired or whatever, like, Budokai 3 was so good. And then Infinite World was just more good. No, I didn't play Cyberpunk. No. I'm not too big on like sci-fi stuff that much. But no, I didn't play Cyberpunk. It's honestly like only this year and last year that I'm actually playing games like when they come out. Like I very rarely play new games, and that's because of Onigiri. It's mostly because my friends want to play a game, so I play it with them. Like, but then I'll end up liking them and stuff. Like Baldur's Gate 3, like I get home and I want to play some of it. Jump Force, it turned into the MMA we never asked for, or we never got. We probably asked for it, but yeah. So Jump Force, I enjoyed Jump Force, yeah. Like, I remember I streamed it when it came out. I played it. I didn't play it that long, mind you. Oh, fuck the Breakers, man. That's just, like, Namco wanting to, like, cash in on, like, Dead by Daylight or, like, those horror survivor games, but reskin it with, like, Dragon Ball Z. Like, I don't know who thought, like, hey, man, let's do, like, the Chainsaw Massacre, but with, like, Frieza. It's like, what? But, yeah, I enjoyed Jump Force for what it was. Like, I played it, I went through a bit of the story or whatever they had. I might have played it for like 10, 15 hours and I just stopped. Fall Guys is a good game. Don't talk shit about Fall Guys. Fall Guys is good. But I enjoyed Jump Force. But then, you know, after you play Jump Force for like, you know, 10, 15, 20 hours, you realize how shallow it is, and so on. Stumble, guys. I don't know what that is. Is there a Jump Force 2? Remember Jump Force had like a battle pass or something? They were adding all these characters and it was a season pass, and it's like, whatever. Something like that. Rec Room? Yeah, it was fun. We needed, yeah. It was fun. I still like the sound that the Fall Guys make, like the woo, yay, woo, woo, yeah, woo. One game I've been playing this year, is I think it came out when I was on vacation. It was yeah, it's called Exoprimal. It was free on Xbox Game Pass. It was like one of the only games I saw like at E3 or whatever that looked kind of fun. And it was basically just you're fighting hordes of dinosaurs with mech suits, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like every 9-year-old's dream. I want to do that. Yeah, we get into the mech and we just fight dinosaurs for like a Warriors game, or just fight dinosaurs. Okay, but it turned out to be like Overwatch versus dinosaurs, and it was honestly a lot of fun. I've been thinking about it because I bought the battle pass for it, and I'm not done. And there's this really cool like outfit I need to get. Like I need to get it before the battle pass changes. But Exoprimal, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Exoprimal a lot. It was really fun. It was free on Game Pass. I don't know if it came to PlayStation or not. Tokyo Ghoul would be a good fighting game. A lot of animes would make good fighting games because anime for like, especially shonen anime, are all predicated on fighting anyway. It's all about abilities and skills and fighting and like absolutely. Like I really wish I wish like they could just have the like, you know, like how Smash Brothers is just good and fun and great and fantastic. Like, I wish they could just make a anime Smash Brothers and swallow their pride and just make it just like Smash Brothers. You know how like Nickelodeon has like Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and it's literally just a Smash Brothers clone, but it's actually really fun. Like if Shonen Jump could just make a Smash Brothers that only deals with anime characters, who would I say? Oh, from my friends is better than me in Smash Brothers? None of them. Like, out of my personal friends, none of them. You've always cheered for me. Never noticed if any were better. Out of my personal friends, I'm the best. The best at Smash Brothers. Oh no, Joey doesn't even like Smash Brothers. He played it so much in high school he doesn't care for it. Probably. But like, I don't win all the time in Smash Bros. Obviously, like at all. Like I've won tournaments for Smash Brothers. I won one in high school too. That was good. I won one at the convention a couple years back. But out of my friends, I'm the best. Like, and that's how it goes. Like, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but for like anything that we do, like video game competitiveness or versus or whatever, like as long as it's something I'm interested in, like I'm usually like the best one. You had a club for Smash Brothers at school? Yeah, we had a gamers club in our school, and we played Smash Brothers, and then Clash of Ninja, and then I was known as like the Clash of Ninja guy, and I brought people from like I got people into anime just because of Clash of Ninja at high school. It was the best. I remember I did battle somebody, a subscriber in Smash Brothers. It was pretty evenly matched. It wasn't like I just destroyed them. No, we played a bunch of matches. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I remember that. Yep, we did. They wanted to do an Iron Man, and I was just leading. Yep. Yeah. They wanted to do an Iron Man match. Yeah. I was thinking of a different one. Yeah. I was fucking go. They gave up. Yeah, they gave up. Yeah. 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 I remember that now. Yeah. My mic wasn't working. I was just going and going and going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Like it was so one-sided because I was just better with like more characters that they just like gave up. Because they were losing morale. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I forgot, but I remember it now. Yeah. Yeah. It's just I remembered another opponent. I played other people in Smash Bros. If Soul Eater got a game, it would be really weird considering it's not like popular, but it deserves one, sure. No, I remember one time you picked like Corrin or something, and you actually beat me hard. No, you did. Like one time, I think I was Robin and you were Corrin, and you beat me. Like I didn't know what to do. When I went to an anime convention like a couple months ago, I went on a trip. There was a Smash Brothers tournament there. I entered it I haven't played in like months, and I entered it and I like lost my first like game. Like I was at best of 3 and I lost like the third game. But these guys like played like I thought it was just go to the convention and see who's there, but there's a league in Fredericton and they play Smash Brothers competitively. Like these guys were there all the time. Like they were like pro, and I was like, fuck. But I tried. Yeah, the box. The box was awesome. That was such a good memory because you were like, I got a box, and you walk, and you walked off, and it was like, no. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I played that much, I'd be a lot better. And I was out of practice, for sure. But yeah, like, out of my friends, I'm the most, like, my friends will get me into something. Yeah, I do have a medal for Smash Brothers, yeah. We think you're always better. Thanks. But whenever my friends will get me into games and then I'll play with them, I will sit and I will work at them and I will figure it out. And I'm always like the best one. I'm always the best. I'm always the one who's doing the best. Like, and it's usually my friend Joey will get me into something. He's like, oh, this is Shadowverse. It's a card game. You should try it out. I'm like, I tried it out years ago. I didn't care for it. Okay, well, play it again now. And he showed me like what to do. And then I'm like playing it every day. I go to work on my phone, playing the card game. Like I'm winning. I'm getting to like A rank, B rank, C rank, doing this. And then they fall off. King K. Rool. Yes. Oh, man. King K. Rool's not even like the best character in the game. Like he's not even top tier. But like I wanted King K. Rool in Smash Brothers for like since I was a kid. Donkey Kong Country 2 is like one of the best games of my life, and I listened to the whole OST like 3 nights ago in the hot tub. Like I love that game. I love it so much. And they're remaking Mario RPG. I can't wait for that. That's coming out my birthday. Oh my god. Forgot about it, but then I remembered. Yeah, he's scary. You solo with Pikmin in Smash Bros. I remember I used Olimar in like Brawl. Olimar was fun. Um, like actually, 2 weeks ago, we had a family get together at my place. Like all the family was over, and some of the kids were over. What's coming on my birthday? It's no, not Pokemon. It's Mario RPG Remaster. Super Mario RPG Remake. It's like where Gino's from. Oh, I love that game. Music's so good. I listen to that music too. Like those are two. Oh man, that means Gino's coming back into the world. Oh my god, so excited. But yeah, we had this family gathering, and after like all the uncles and aunts left, one of my cousins was still there, and we never really see her. Like I never really knew her much, but she was there, and her two daughters were there, and my other cousin's son was there with them, and it was like 6 o'clock. It was with this garden party, and I go inside at like 6:30. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go inside. Like everyone's doing their stuff. I'm gonna go inside and play video games. And I go inside. I'm playing like Star Rail for like 20 minutes, and then I hear like children running down the stairs. I'm like, oh no. And then they're like, oh, Logan, look at all these toys. I'm like, those are amiibos. Why do you have toys? Look at all this stuff. I'm like, well, I was a kid too, you know. Oh my god, look at all these video games. And then the young boy, Phoenix, that's his name, he's like, is that anime? He's like, I like anime. I'm like, that's great. What's your favorite anime? And he's like, I don't know. And then they're like, let's play games. And I had to I hooked up the Switch, and I'm like, okay, well, we need something we can play. And they're like, oh, do you have Ninja Turtles? I'm like, I have Ninja Turtles on my Xbox. Okay, let's play Xbox. And I tried to get I'm like, I only have 2 controllers, guys. I can't play 4 of us on the Xbox. They're like, well, what about that? Well, those controllers down there, there's like 4 of them. They're white. They think they're Xbox. I'm like, those are PS4 controllers. Like, why do you switch PS4 controllers? I'm like, well, in Onigiri, they would break. And if they broke, I remember it was fever time. One of my controllers broke, and I ran right to Walmart to buy a new controller because it was fever time. Now it's fever time, and I'm sitting in a water tube, and I don't give a shit. But yeah, so they played like the Ninja Turtles game on Game Pass for like 20 minutes, and some of them don't really play video games much, and the young boy was fucking yelling at them. They're screaming. Oh my god, they were going crazy. It was insane. I was like, guys, calm down. They're like, no, they were so hyper. They asked my mom if they could have some like fruit snacks, and she's like, okay. And they took the whole fucking box downstairs. They're just eating them. Oh my god. So then I had to. The Xbox controllers didn't work, so I had to. They played that for a bit, and then the batteries died, so we switched over to Granny Sonata. Nice. Don't call her Granny in the same sentence, though. Granny and waifu should never be in the same sentence. So then I said, okay, well, we'll do something we can all play. So I booted up Mario Kart, and they were playing Mario Kart. And one of the girls, I had to go show her. I'm like, no, the gas is this button. Like, cause I gave her the Pro controller because I was going to use the worst controller, but I should have known, just give them GameCube controllers because the A button's so big. And then they were playing Mario Kart. They were having fun, screaming. Oh my god. And I was winning every race. Then I had to go do something. And then Phoenix left, so it was just 2 girls, and they didn't know what to do. So I'm like, alright, like, you two should play Smash Brothers. And I booted up Smash Brothers for them, and they're looking at all the characters, and they're like, oh my god, who is everybody? What is this? And then they picked Pikachu and Sonic, and the younger girl was starting to cry because the other girl wouldn't let her have the Smash Ball. She was crying. Oh, she was about to cry. She's like sitting next to me, like on the seat of the chair. She's like, no, let me get it. And I think her name is Freya. And one of them's name is Freya, and one of them it's another F. I think they're twins or something. No, they didn't pick. They looked at Jigglypuff, but then they picked Pikachu and Sonic. Um, yeah, like Joy-Cons aren't meant for like action games, like Pro Controller for sure. So I put them on a stage where they couldn't fall, and they were like, it was like the Terry Bogart stage, and it was the mode where they have 500 health and 3 lives. Like I just made it like, and they could just play. They were just getting items, throwing Pokeballs, like just having fun. But then the one that was playing Sonic, like she's older, so she knows how to play video games a bit better, and she was Sonic, so she was faster. She would always get the Smash Ball. And the other one just wanted to see Pikachu use like an attack, and I had to help her. And then she finally did it. And then I played like the second game with them, and they were just getting mad. And like I told them, like you got to team up against me, and I was just beating them up. Yeah, exactly. They're like, don't touch me. Yeah, they were like, hey, stay away. I want it. I'm pressing A. And she's like jumping, like, I'm pressing A. I'm pressing A. It's like, no, no, no. And I just show her, like, no, this is A. And I'm like, you're Pikachu. Just hit down B. And she's like, I'm doing it. B down, B down. I'm like, no, you have to put B. You have to push down and then B. Down and then B. She's like, okay, B down. It's like, no. Down and then B. Okay. Thunder. And then no one can touch you because you're spamming thunder. Okay. And then, like, their mom's yelling at them to go. And one of them stands up. She was standing on my couch playing. So she wasn't even sitting on the couch. She was just standing on it, like, leaning against the wall. And she's like, nah, Mom. Nah. We're going to sleep here tonight. We're going to have a sleepover. She's like, this is all I need. A big couch and video games. That's it. I don't need to leave. And they're like, well, no, he's got to go to work tomorrow. She's like, ah. And they're like, do you really work tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. Like, ah. And then, like, when I stream with my computer, I have a Yeti microphone, and it sits on my table all the time. And when they came downstairs, they're like, what's that? I'm like, it's a microphone. They're like, I don't hear anything out of it. I don't hear anything. And I'm like, well, because we speak into it. Like, you talk into it and someone else hears it. Oh, okay. And then later on, they were starting to get really rowdy. All the kids were having like a yelling competition with each other, and I wasn't having none of that. So then, at one point, like I told one of their dads that they were playing Ninja Turtles, and they said, oh, you were talking with Sean? I'm like, yeah. Like, they're like, when did you talk to Sean? Because that's their uncle or father and uncle, you know, depending on who the child is. And I'm like, well, I said, remember that microphone that's on the table? They're like, yeah, the one that you talk into. I'm like, yeah. I said, your father has been hearing everything you all have been saying and screaming for the past 3 hours. They're like, oh. They're all like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, how else do you think you guys are playing Ninja Turtles and Mario Kart? Oh, no. And once they found out that, and they asked, like, why does it have this red button? They're like, why does it have this red button? I'm like, well, when it's blinking, it's muted, but when it's not blinking, it's on. They're like, okay. And once they found that out, the little girl, whenever one of them would swear, because they're like young, and they're just like one of them was like fuck, and one of them was like damn it, or bitch, or whatever, like things would slip out when they're playing. And whenever one of them would swear, the other one would get up and just like scurry on over to the mic, unmute it, and they'd be like, Freya swore, she said the F word. And then they would mute it and go sit back, and they would take turns telling on each other because they thought everything was going to their uncle. They thought everything was going there. It was awesome. It was really cute, but it was funny to see how they're like, oh no, we're in shit, but they're like, wait, I can get the other one in trouble. I'm gonna do that, and it was like they were having so much fun with the idea. Oh my god. And then one of them picked up my Rosalina amiibo, and they're like, is this Princess Peach? And I'm like, no, that is not Princess Peach. No. You got stick drift from playing Mario Odyssey? Dang. Well, this is why you like. I don't know. I find the Switch is for tactical RPGs. Like the Switch, like turn-based games is what the Switch was built for. I wish all my turn-based games were on the Switch. Like I love like Labyrinth games on Switch. Absolutely. Labyrinth of Galeria, Moe Crystal, all that stuff. Any turn-based game, Switch. Anything else, Xbox or PlayStation. Like anything, because yeah. But yeah, they were cute. It was a good time. It was a good story. For sure. Like Star Rail would be perfect on Switch. It would run like a piece of shit. Like it honestly would be. Star Rail on Switch should happen. Like Star Rail on PS5 is like okay, but it should be on Switch. Because that's coming soon. Okay, it's 4 a.m. You got an extra half an hour and like 3 stories out of me. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I think we're going out for lunch tomorrow. Gonna get a poutine and a chicken sub. It's gonna be fucking delicious. Oh man, I bet. Oh wow, I didn't lose that much battery power on my phone. Yeah, I know, but I've been streaming for quite a while. I don't know how long this stream is. I have no idea. This has been 2 hours, and it was like 2 hours before. Oh. Start Real, the perfect game for graphics. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no problem. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. I'm thirsty as fuck, though. Oh yeah, and just a fun little thing, or not fun. It's not really fun, but it's just a good moment. They are great streams. I like them too. Just doing stuff, talking. But like a couple streams ago, I mentioned that I started taking like these vitamins that are really good for men, and they make me feel better. I feel younger. I have energy. Good for mental clarity and stuff. These 2 vitamins, maca and ginseng, and I take them like every other day. They're really good. Well, I have this friend at work who's like manically depressed. Like he's always sad. Like he always has like fits of depression. He thinks he's not good enough. He's older than me. He's kind of like a big bro at work. We talk and we get along and stuff. And when I was on vacation when I found this stuff, and I went back to work, and he was on vacation for a week. But when he came back to work, I told him, I said, hey man, I found these vitamins and they really, really help. Like I gave some to my other friend Joey, and he was laughing. He's had like chronic depression and stuff. He has to take pills for it and stuff. And I gave him some to try it, and I noticed a better version of him that night when we were hanging out. Anyway, I recommended it to my friend at work, and he tried it like he got it a week ago, and he's been trying this stuff for a week, and I noticed he was having more fun. He was being more playful, doing things just for the fun of it throughout the week at work. And then last night he messages me and he says, man, these are really, he's like, I think these are working. He's like, I feel better. And that was such a great feeling. Because like something I told somebody that could help them, and they come to me and say, yeah, it's working. I feel better as a person. And it was such a great feeling. It was just really nice to hear. He's like, at one point he's like, oh man, these aren't working. I'm like, no dude, you're just having a bad day. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And then he says, yeah, these are working. He's like, I'm going to keep taking these. This is a great thing. And I was like, that's such a great, wholesome feeling. Just to get that, like, message. It's like, yeah, man, I'm glad I told you about it. Because he's always, like, negative and this and that and this and that. But he's getting through it. So that's fantastic. So, because I remember I mentioned that one time on stream. So I'm like, I'd like to give some follow-up because that's just awesome. Now I have something tape stuck to my foot here. Oh, okay. With that, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Yay, thanks for all your comments, Tristan. Lots of questions. You know, it's every kid's dream to have someone ask them, who's your favorite Naruto character? What's your favorite dinosaur? What's your favorite video game? You know, things like that. Yes, good night to all of you. Sleep tight. It's fever. Do something with it for God's sakes. Hey, Schnee, how you doing? And yeah, it's a weekend. I don't think I'm working this weekend at all. So I know we're having another family gathering on my mother's side this weekend. So that'll be fun on Sunday. But yeah, don't forget to use your resin, use your energy, do all this. Yeah, there's the real questions. What do I think of the political world? What do you got? 3 questions? What do you think about the political change in this world? What's your favorite ice cream? Cream. My favorite ice cream is fuck. Yeah, fuck's pretty good. My favorite ice cream. Honestly, my favorite ice cream is just like a Dairy Queen ice cream cone dipped in chocolate. That is my favorite. Like dipped ice cream cones is my favorite. They had one at this one place called Goji's. It was like dipped in like Ferrero Rocher chocolate. It was amazing, and I would get it like every week in the summer. And then they didn't get it ever that. It just didn't have it. It just didn't. They stopped having it, and I stopped going. But dipped ice cream cones, I love those so much. Oh yeah, I like that too. I'll melt peanut butter and put it on ice cream. I haven't done that in years actually, but I love that. Yeah. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, I like ice cream with a shell, honestly. Like ice cream dipped in anything, like peanut butter, chocolate, whatever. Uh, I get cherry a lot too, but that's my favorite kind. Ice cream dipped in something. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be going to bed. Do next. Yeah. You like Haagen-Dazs? It's too expensive. I never had it because it's too expensive. Like that's the thing. Like, what if you tried like a really really expensive like thing, and then you could like only afford it like once, and you had it and it was so good that you could not stomach not having it. You know what I mean? Like, what if you had like the best ice cream, and then you could only afford it once? But then after that, every time you go to eat ice cream, all you think about is, man, it's just not as good. It's just not as good. Man, it's just not as good. Well, that's what it's like when you max out a character in Genshin Impact and get their weapon up to R5, and then you get any other character, and you're like, man, this is just not as good as Haagen-Dazs Raiden fucking Shogun, and man, this sucks. Night, everybody.